Hey, we're back. Hey, what's up, y'all? I'm also broadcasting on YouTube right now, and if you are a cult member already, please follow me on all social media platforms at Hit the Bid Radio on StockTwits and Twitter and TikTok. Here at the YouTube, I'm at Hit the Bid Radio too, or just Hit the Bid Radio, or just Google Kenny Glick, and you'll be bound to find my dumb-looking face across the internet. Please follow me on the interweb. So, my friends, it was another profitable weekend betting against the Jets. If you do follow me, I gave you the exact moment to double and then triple your bet. Because, again, if I know one thing, I know my team and how awful they are. And I could see the look on their face when they gave up on the game. And by the way, they may not win. They may not win another game all year, but we'll get to that some other time. 10 days of awesomeness. The market got oversold for 3 months. Everybody got a little bit, lazy about covering shorts. And if you look at a post that I put on July 10th, I said a 10% correction would be warranted. Please bring it now that everybody's bullish. And then we got a 10% correction. So the new money got punished for coming in late in July. They sold out. The market got oversold. The smart money was buying Monday, 2 Mondays ago, made crazy money. And now the dumb money, if you watch the movie, it was actually pretty good. Now the dumb money is getting back in again because they're chasing again, and the same thing's going to happen to them if it sells off. The fresh, new, dumb money that comes in, they're the first people to exit. So again, or you do what we do. Right now, nothing. So far the Qs have been a short this morning. First trade that actually set up. Again, my bias is that the market's never going to go down ever again until it does. So after 10 days of a rally like we just had, I'm not going to say hoping and praying, but I am rooting for an absolute bloodbath today and this week. Why? Because I'd like all the new money to get their asses kicked, annihilated, destroyed, cry. They'll exit. The market will turn about 6 days from now or 7 days from now, and we'll have another 10 to 15-day rally. But we need to consolidate the last 10 days, and we got to chop those new money people out of the market so they can come back and chase the market 2 weeks from now. And that's how the market goes, round and round and round. When it stops, nobody knows, nobody cares. So Friday we had two exceptional trades. The continuous, the earnings reversals that continue to work. Oh, you don't get any sound? Baba Booey. Nothing? Really? That's strange. I see it going. I hear myself. Baba Booey. Papa Fohai. He hears me. My website hears me. Let's see if the guys over at Raging Bull hear me. Bullers. Oh, market's about to open in 10 seconds. You can see the absolute concern on my face. I don't care. See, once you have my attitude, the fear of missing out of anything doesn't even exist. Who cares? Market just opened. I used to freak out when the market opened, trying to, you know, make sure I got it all figured out before, doesn't matter. So what I am looking at is UVXY attempting to stay green. Chances are it won't, and that'll be a short. But Tyson Foods right now is the play. So gap down stock. It's already broke VWAP pre-market. You already got paid. So let's say you weren't looking to buy a stock because it was gap down. And let me rephrase that. Let's say you're looking for a stock that's gap down on earnings that's breaking a VWAP. Your first choice was Tyson Foods. Now, I don't know if you trade Tyson Foods or if you've ever traded Tyson Foods, if you've never seen Tyson Foods, if you've Like chicken or don't like chicken means nothing. It's about a blue line and an orange line. So when a stock breaks over the blue and then it goes over the orange, 9 times out of 10 for over 11 years now, the stock goes higher. That's it. I'm sorry there's not much more to it. I'm sorry I can't be like your typical Wall Street guy and write a 300-page thesis about a trade that takes me 2 seconds to explain. So if you sit here every morning and you just trade earnings reversals and trade around VWAP, get in, get out, make money, and then leave. That's it. Right there. Tyson Foods. They make chicken. The stock's green. That's a 1 minute multi-day VWAP reversal. So now you're saying, hey, is it too late to get in? I don't know. Fairly late. It was 45 and now it's 47.79. So they'll have some profit taking, right? If that profit taking gives you another chance to get back in, that'll be at around 46.75. But let's say you don't get that chance, right? You just chalk it up as a trade that went up without you. Who cares? Or you buy it and you identify your risk by buying it at 46.79 or 47.79. And you say, okay, I'm willing to take that dollar risk. If it plummets, I'll sell it. If it rips higher, I'll sell some for a profit. It's basically the same trade over and over again. Now, again, I'm not doing much. My hands are actually in my pockets, literally. I'm just waiting to see how the morning chop dissipates. But right now, the trade that I explained that works every time, there it is. So now we look at it, we say, oh, 307. Now it's 379 out of 380 for 2023. Now, did you have to be fast? It's not a fast trade. It was going up all morning. It reported earnings, and then it went through the prior day VWAP at the open. The better you are to understand how awesome this trade is, you will have no fear whatsoever, and you'll push the button next time, and then it'll go up a dollar, and then you push the button again, and you say, "Wow, this is kind of easy. I just made $1 on a $47 stock. You know what? You buy 300 shares, it goes up a dollar. That's $300. That took you 12 to 15 seconds. Usually, I compare my trading to high-priced whores, but I don't know how much the whores cost nowadays. But $300 or $400 in 9 seconds, she better be good, or it better be good, depending what you're into. All right, so let's see. I'm going to just describe what you're seeing right now. What you're seeing on my screen are scanners. They're scanning my favorite 4,000 stocks up in the right-hand corner. The bottom scanners are scanning stocks that have reported earnings over the last uh, couple of days and this morning. Okay. It also will show you stocks that are in the news. So we have Exxon today, Tyson Foods, Monday.com, and that was basically your choice and the cues. Now, again, if you heard me mention we were short the cues, right? Let me show you the cue chart. Now, why did we shorten the cues? Take a wild guess. Take a wild guess why the cues became a short this morning. They broke VWAP, right? So now let's say you had your Q short, you made some money, but you don't want to hold it to the open because you never know what's going to happen. Cool. And then within 1 minute, 2 minutes, the second minute of the day, the candle starts to go down, and now you're up under the VWAP. Short the Qs using the top of that candle as your out, and the pivot from earlier as your second. And then you get this big red candle down, and you say, wow, trading, it's easy. Kenny, it's crazy when it works right out of the gate. Kenny, I'm not even awake. I'll be damned. So now, let's say you short the Qs, right? You're like, wow, this trading is easy. UVXY is green. You shorted the Qs. They're making money. You know what you do now? Take some of the money. take some of the money. What does that mean? You cover some of the Q short. So you now buy the Qs, right? You see the bottom of this candle and the top of that candle match. That's your first stop. That's 376.50. Yeah, let's go with that. 376.50. That's a tight stop. So if you have that on, you'll probably get stopped out in one or two moves. And then where the candle broke down from earlier, which is only a couple of minutes ago, is 376.66. So now you're short the Qs. You've taken some profit, and you're going to use the 50 and the 66, and if you let it breathe, to the VWAP 84. So now you have three stops, and you're looking for it to pull back to 375.65. Kenny, is it really going to go down to 375.65? I have no idea. Sorry, I wish I knew if it was definitely going to go there, like I knew the Jets were going to lose to the Raiders. But you're going to stay short and find out, because there's no reason not to be short because they broke the VWAP. They're staying below those prices, and you have to stay short. So right now, Tyson Foods long, nice. Q short, nice. Day could be over for some of you. Day could be just getting started. Let's say you just shorted the Qs just now because you're like, hey, it does look like we're going to go down. Congratulations. Or maybe you're still in Tyson Foods, new highs. Tyson Foods, new highs. Great choice. But let's say you just shorted the Qs. Kenny, I just walked in. What do I do now? Short the Qs because you're breaking down. Sticks is out of here already because he shorted the Qs and he bought Tyson Foods. Have a nice day. Unless you're being sarcastic, but I really hope you're done. Because guys that can make money in 8 minutes, again, pretty much the length of my sex life. Actually, my sex life is non-existent at this point. But that was a wonderful 8 minutes, said my imaginary girlfriend. And if you are short, you lower your stop. See that big candle right there where you kind of broke down from? Now that's your new stop. You care about these levels up here now? Nope. So now get rid of everything. Clear it. Bang. You're in a new trade. Now your new stop, look at the top and the bottom candle right there. That could be a really tight stop, but if you want to tighten your stop up, meaning you're willing to get out of some because the tighter stops you put in, chances are you're going to get stopped out. You could use bottoms and tops of candles there, which is 376.23. And then where you broke down from is the 376.50. So now you adjust your trade and you stay short the Qs because you're still thinking that they're going to go down at 375.65, right? And now you still stay short the Qs. UVXY is still green. You have your permission slip from your mom. Mom, could I still stay short the Qs? Certainly can, son. Take a look at the UVXY. Thanks, Ma. Ma, where do you think the Qs are going to go? Well, son, there's an orange line down there at 375.65. Is it really going to go there, Mom? I'm not sure, son, but we'll just have to sit here and wait to find out. Okay, Mom. Can you hold me while it's okay, son. Just keep your stops at 376.24. By the way, Tyson Foods, if you haven't sold any yet, please do so. Earnings reversals, when you're, remember, one of the biggest rules of trading, see the money, take the money. By the way, Life W up another dollar. That was another choice that we had, free market. That was a pre-market suggestion from earlier. It was at $5.70. I was explaining to people why it was a good idea to buy it. I wasn't buying it. I'm over here. Again, I have resolved to be just a cult leader. I hardly ever trade anymore. I'll get around to it. I really wasn't looking to trade today. I got to be somewhere. I don't want to get into trades when I know I have a limited time. But Tyson Foods, wonderful, wonderful, great, phenomenal, awesome, can't beat it. Tyson Foods up $1.30. They make condoms, the greatest condoms ever, and electric cars and COVID vaccines. Buy all you can. Tyson Foods, TSN. They Q short, Tyson Foods long, Q short, Tyson Foods long. Day's over. Q short, Tyson Foods, day's over. You understand how now we just had a successful day. It's over. I don't care what the market does for the rest of the day. You came here with a purpose. What was the purpose? I trade earnings reversals. Tyson Foods, earnings reversal, 370 now out of 371. I was checking the records. There was one trade that didn't work. I think it was one of the Goldman Sachs uh, earnings trades. I think there was one that didn't work this year. But none of that matters because today's your first day, and you said, "All right, Kenny, I heard you on the internet for the last 2 years, or 10 years, or 9 years, or whatever. You talk about this trade like it's magic, and you say how it works every time. All right, which one do you want me to do? Tyson long, and there it was. Proof. Boom. You hear me mention any other stocks? Have I mentioned any other stocks today other than Life W, Tyson Foods, and the Qs, and one other name, ExxonMobil? But we're not talking about it right now. We're talking about staying with the trade that's working. I'm not even paying attention. I'm paying attention to Tyson because you're in, right? 47, right? And you're short the Qs. Tyson, Qs, Tyson Qs, Qs Tyson, right? And you're not selling the rest of Tyson, right? You sold 48, 48.50. Now your stop's right under the 48 and 47.75. Now you're hoping it goes to 49. I know. I know. Guy who texted me in the middle of my trading. It's fantastic. I love trade. I love text at 9:43. What are you, my wife? I love getting text right in the middle of my conversation. Great. How about those Jets, two shot? Did you get my text? You could see right where they admitted they were going to lose. On the second drive where they didn't score a touchdown and they had to set up for the field goal, season was over, game was over, year was over, franchise over. They'll never win. It's the same goddamn team every year. I don't understand what we're watching here. I could do just as good a job at this point. He makes one pass that looks good. Oh, look, he can throw. No, no, he can't. Because they're just human beings. The defense is going to stop playing. And now laying 6.5, I would lay 20.5 taking the Bills next week. And then maybe do something else. How about a bootleg? How about a fake? Let's just run up the middle on 4th and 2 on the 3. Let's do that. It's insane what we watch every week for the last 40 years. And you know what's funny, friends? The Jets were the favorite until the money started coming in, and then everybody you realized they made the Jets the favorite just to make you hesitate to bet against them. All right, Tyson Foods. Anybody still in? You just got 48.75. You could sell up there. Now you raise your stop to the 48. Don't let it go back below 48. All right, excellent day here. We already got paid. And if you're just joining us, it's been Tyson Foods, Q short, still short the Qs, no reason to cover. If you notice, UVXY is going down, so the market probably is not going to get slaughtered today, but you're getting a profitable pullback. We short, and again, this is why you don't own stock. It's much easier to trade when you don't own anything, especially when you want to short something. And sorry, we missed it by 3 cents. So the goal, the target on the Q was 375.66. We just got to 375.69. So now the next price, yeah, 376.01. Lower your stop. You already did the hard work. Blue line, orange line. It's 83.5% over. You want to stay short until you break over 376.01. How you doing? And if you're trading options, it's always at the money weekly options. So if you're in any QQQ product, it should be the 377 puts, the 376 puts, or maybe the 375s. The lotto play would be anything under 372. And my voice just got really deep. And, trading's a lot of sitting around doing this. You're just sitting to get paid, waiting. Can we get paid on this Q short a little bit more? I think we can. 69's a trading. 65's a trading. And thank you very much. You just witnessed 100% algorithmic trading. Welcome to my life. This is what we do for a living. So if you're just joining us for the first time, blue line to orange line. That's why you don't get out of your trade all at one price. Cover on the way down. You have a target here, and you don't get out of the entire trade now. You just cover stuff here, and you keep your stop at the 376, but you take some profits here because you got to where you wanted. Now you can't take them. You cannot lose money. So while we're sitting here trading the QQQ and Tyson Foods, look at our old friend, the U. Look at our old friend Life W. There are other trades going on, and it's on a stock that we absolutely crushed it on this morning. Sorry, Friday, and here it is going down all morning, dragging it lower, dragging it lower, dragging it lower, and then it suddenly ass cracks and breaks the VWAP. Buy it. Trading is not difficult. The industry is ripe. Is it wrought or ripe with fraud? Both work, I guess. Or now ripe, wrought, wrought with fraud, wrought, rife, wrought, both. I don't know. I got a 60 on my SAT. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about, but I certainly know what I'm talking about here. Oh, ho, ho! Look at Monday. Tell me, somebody must be short MNDY. You're not sitting here not shorting MNDY, are you? You're not an earnings reversal trader at the Hit the Bid website without shorting MNDY, are you? Or buying TSCM. You know, all of them are working now, right? Because earnings reversals work. TSCM long, Tyson long, MNDY short, U long, Q's short. That trade's pretty much coming to an end right now. And how do I know the market's probably not going to stay down today? Because UVXY is at 1250, barely. So the sell-off is over now. Bye. Well, what if we start going down later, Eddie? Well, do whatever you want, but you just conquered the whole thing already. You want to sit here now for the rest of the day? You see how that girl says, "Oh, you're stuck there looking at the screen all day with a miserable life." Is it, or are we done? Bye. You don't got to sit here all day. Day's over. Q short, Tyson long, and again, if you were watching some of the other tickers from last week, the U, phenomenal, awesome, right? The U getting paid on it again, sick. Tyson Foods, phenomenal, right? Life W, no one's even talking about it. It's only up 100% since I mentioned it this morning. You know, And that's trading. It's not exciting. It's monotonous and redundant and boring. But if you have a trade that is redundant, monotonous, and boring, and it makes you money, it's kind of where you want to be. I I've basically found the holy grail of trading. It's not me. I'm just an ignorant schmuck. You know why I'm an ignorant schmuck? Because I know for a fact this trade works almost every time it shows up, and I still do other things. But you know what? No more. No more. I own two stocks, and I never really plan to ever take that to more than two stocks. I don't need to own stocks. I can own stocks for 45 minutes and do just as well as people that own them for 45 days or psychotic people that own stocks for more than a couple of years. All right, ready? ENDX, right here, coming back from that range that we've been buying and dip on. Yeah, ENDX right now. So keep an eye on it. Look, ENDX. Are you late? Of course you are. See that red line? That red line was from last week where we bought the stock. Coincidentally, it became the same exact price where you could have bought it today. You want to know why? Because the market's rigged to price, and the price that was rigged to prior, it's continued to be rigged to price, and that's why this whole thing works. One price, one price begets another price. One thing leads to another. One thing, one thing, one thing leads to another. Now, is anybody still confused? Because let's say you were bent on staying short the cube. You're like, I don't give a shit that it's going up a little bit now. The guy that used multiple stops, you covered because it got to orange line. You got stopped out of some there, but maybe you still got that stop up there, so you're still in the position. And again, like I said, I'm rooting for an absolute bloodbath. I would love to see UBXY above 1285. Probably not going to get what I want. I never really do. But I just trade what I see. Tyson Foods long, Q short. I should have been in the U. And some days there's 20,000 things to do. Sometimes it's nice where you have three things to do. You do two out of three. You say, hey, this does work. Miss the ion Q. Who cares? Because you know what? Tomorrow's another day. Later this afternoon, sorry, in the next hour, we could get something else to set up. And if you are still short the Qs, you just kind of witness why you don't get out of your entire position at one price. Tyson Foods, 49, still should be in some. Now you sell, 48.99. Right? Now, if you're done with the Tyson Foods trades, I don't care because you just crushed. 47 got to 47.50, 47.50 got 48, 48 got you 48.50, 48.50 got you 49, and you just completed an earnings reversal for profits. Go home now. You short the Qs, you crush Tyson Foods, you short the Qs, you crush Tyson Foods. That's what you did today. What did you do today? I shorted the Qs and I crushed Tyson Foods, or I crushed Qs and I was long Tyson Foods. Why'd you buy Tyson Foods? It was under the VWAP and they recorded earnings, so I bought it. Oh, you make it sound so simple. It is. Let me write a book about it. You know, my book, it's basically this book I wrote is more of a story of everything that I've done wrong in my career, which is a huge laundry list of things. If this book was just about trading, it would be 7 or 8 pages long. How many pages does it take you to describe? If you come in the morning and see a stock that's gapped below VWAP that just reported earnings, it breaks it, buy it. What'd that take you? Was it 9 lines? Sorry, I can sum up trading in 2 minutes. Now, sorry, I broke the illusion for you that you have to be some MBA from Villanova, which you don't. You don't even have to go to college. And if you can convince your wife not to send your kids to college, do so. It's a racket. Oh, here he goes. Now he's going to start getting off topic and ranting about some bullshit that his wife did. Yeah, yeah. What else? We're going to sit here all day? Oh, what are we going to do? What are we going to do all day? What do you want to do now? What do you want to do all day? You want to talk about new hemorrhoidal cream that I'm thinking about trying out? What do you want to talk about? Well, you're here to make money, right? We already talked about the Jets. Short the Jets. And if you're short the Qs right now, right? Now you can lower your stop a little bit. 375.66. It's too tight. You just gotta leave it at 376. By the way, UVXY is struggling even to hold on to a 9 cent green. So all this selling is what we call squadouche. It's bullshit. If this market was weak, this is just a fart. This is nothing. We just went from 370, 341 and change to 380 on the Qs. This is a fart in the wind. This is a gentle, mild pullback, which will probably be bought. And by the end of the day, will be green across the board because the market never goes down. Now, take what I just said and say, I don't care what you just said because your day's over. Tyson Foods, Q short. And maybe you can. If you're buying the Qs now, let's say you were looking for a reason to buy. There's a reason to buy right here, 375.64, right? So it's breaking the prior VWAP, and now you're starting to rally. So if you're a buyer here at 365.75, you're going to use that as your stop, and the bottom of the day is your stop. So now you're on the other side of the other person's trade. So the shorts have made money, and now you're joining in with a long trade because you know the shorts have to cover because shorting is short-lived and you're going to die, right? You can't stay short. Market never goes down. You see how if you have that default, and here's the best part: if you haven't paid attention to what I've been saying, the market never goes down, but most stocks still stink. That's the illusion. Welcome to Wall Street, where 90% of stocks go to zero, yet the market continues to perpetuate this lie that long-term investing works. Voila. And this is why I don't get a speaking invitation to this symposium today. Nobody wants to hear the truth about the market. The real traders, we know, but nobody wants to say it out loud because it's so depressing. Oh, so you're saying I have no chance? It's pretty much what I'm saying. If you own 5 stocks, 4 of them will be at zero within 3 to 5 years, or just buy the S&P 500. You're not going to find 5 individual stocks. Oh, you want to know the story, who the CEO is, and insider buying. Shit doesn't work. Investing for losers. Losers. QQQ, S&P 500. That's it. They built these things, and I'm surprised the mutual fund industry is still a thing now. Who needs money managers to take money from you to buy the Qs? You could buy the Qs yourself. Okay, so there you go. Another profitable day in the wonderful world of hit the bid. This is what I do. This is all I do. And I, like I said, continue to root against this market. I continue to be a perma bear. It keeps me focused. It keeps me disciplined, and it keeps me with the attitude that I really, really don't care what happens to the stock market. It's great. Not having to worry about crashes or booms or busts or earnings reports or CEOs or economics. It's fantastic. I know more about the market than 90% of people. And it's because of this attitude. How do you think I got here? I wasn't born jaded. I had hope and faith and wonder at one point, and that's been smashed with a with a brick of reality to my skull. Too graphic for you?
I mean, you really took it to a whole different place there with the brick to the skull, Kenny. I mean, I get your analogy, but gee, I mean, we're just trying to have a good time here, buddy. Relax.
By the way, how about that Tyson Foods sell up there at 49? Yeah, you love it. Would somebody tell the UVXY to wake the fuck up? Why am I rooting for UVXY to go up? Because that'll make the market go down more. Plus, if you haven't noticed, every time UVXY goes up, inevitably it goes down. But we need it to go up. Shorten it at 12.50 is no fun. When it goes to 19, 20, that's free money. So, and again, I haven't even mentioned Life W. That turned out to be a whole lot better than I thought it was going to be, or I would have traded it too. There's a couple of other names, not much going on, which is great. I love when there's not much going on and we stay focused and concentrate on a few names. Somebody said, "Hey, Kenny, you jump around from stock to stock. I can't follow you." Do I? Have I mentioned more than three stocks today? I have not, because that's how we do it. You stay focused on a couple of different ideas. You stay focused on a couple of different ideas, and you just trade those ideas. You never get out of your entire position at one price. And it's the same day over and over and over again. We trade stocks that report earnings. We trade stocks that are in the news. We trade stocks around VWAP. We take our profits. We raise our stops. We cover our shorts. We lower our stops. We understand that we're not going to be in a stock probably for the entire day. We understand that. And we understand that the market's probably done going down for the day and it's probably going to be green within the next 15 or 20 minutes because the market never goes down. Say it! Did I scare you? Market never goes down. Once it starts going up, we're never going down ever again. Look how much we're struggling just to stay down right now. Look how difficult it's just to stay down. It's not even just 10 o'clock. We can't even stay down for half an hour. And by the way, just make sure you don't lose focus here. If you are buying the market, I'm really rooting against you. Sorry, because I would love to see just all this new money that poured into the market just get punched right dead in the face, scare them out, capitulate, and then we have another 3 week rally going into the end of the year. Right? Up every day stinks for traders. Trust me. You don't want the market to go up every day. You don't own stocks. You're not holding overnights. You need volatility so you can get back in to get back out. So anyway, it was one of the trades. There was IonQ stock report a couple of days ago. We got actually I don't remember what we did, but little 1 minute multi-day VWAP reversal right at the beginning of the day, pulls back, pulls the VWAP right there in the bed. I like the stock a lot. $10 stock trades pretty well. UVXY about to go red. And again, if you're wondering, hey, but but the market's still red. How come UVXY is going down too? Yes, yes, because it's that awful, right? Once the contango starts in UVXY, yes, it could actually go red when the market's red. So once again, I would say this: when UVXY stops sucking, that's when you know the market's in real trouble, like we saw in late July, August, September, and most of October. Now, voila, it's red. So if you're taking this under advisement, UVXY is going down, the market's still down. Chances are the market is probably going to stabilize here. And again, what are we calling this day? We're calling this the inside day, the consolidation day, right? We're still in a massive bull market, never wants to end as much as I want it to and hate it, but it is what it is. So as I explained this morning, why are we going to be in this choppy oddball market now? Because we just had the 10% rally in the market across the board. Stocks are up 50%, 100%, 200, 300% in the last 10 days. You're going to have some consolidation. But if you're a day trader, you played your fade, you got paid, day's over. Now you just go back to being long because market never goes down. Does anybody think the market's not going to go up for the rest of the day here? Right? If you had to make a decision, you don't have to make that decision, right? You don't have to make that decision. But when the UVXY has no follow through the upside, you could just take it under advisement that this sell off is going to be contained. That could change in the next 15 minutes. But none of that really matters because you sold Tyson Foods at 48.50 and 49. You got stopped out on the way back down at 48.50, and now you're done with that trade. Or you're not, but you'll get it next time. Hey, by the way, inflation, when it doesn't go away, you know what it's called? Reality. It's no longer inflation. Prices, this is what prices are now. Welcome. Never going down. No matter what economic data comes out, it's not inflation anymore. It's called corporate greed. Hey, so this company's been banging us out for $300 on a certain product over the last year because of inflation, right? So inflation starts to go down according to the statistics, but that corporation says they're paying $300 for this thing. We're not going to lower the price. They've already, the public already accepted that they're willing to pay $300 for these. No one's lowering prices. It's corporate greed that makes inflation stay high. Wake up from the matrix, people. Or actually just live in the matrix. It's better. It's corporate greed keeps prices high. Like the price of oil. I mean, these bastards were petitioning the government to save them when when the oil went to zero. Oh, save us. Yeah. Why don't you lower the price of oil when it goes too high? Oh no, then everything's fine. Please. So you guys understand we're probably made the turn, and now it's just going to be an annoying grind. The shorters will cover some of the longs will buy the dip, and then we'll get some chop. UVXY is flat. Can't really expect much. That's why I was hoping to see UVXY start to fly high, and this sell-off would have really started getting something going. I'm talking like down 12 on the Qs. SPY's down 2.5%, not some meandering bullshit pullback. Talking about real sell-offs. All right, well, this trade didn't work on Friday with our only loss, but let's try it again. Oh, forget it. It's already at 50 cents. I was going to say CBLX. See how quickly I make my decision not to do something. Missed it here. Got the pullback. Had the VWAP retrace. Could have bought it here. Let it risk. Could have bought it there. Do I want to buy at 670? Not really, but let's say you do. You could put a tight stop at the bottom of this candle, which is the 56. Your next stop is the 46, and the third stop is the 40. Continue to trade you want. I look at a $6 stock that's already at 8%. Not interested. Anybody have any questions? I'm only sticking around for about 40 more minutes. If anybody's in the city, I'm going to the Benzinga event. Go see, want to learn about some platforms. Not even joking. I'm trying to find something maybe comparable, Lightspeed or Trade Zero. You guys, anybody use the Trade Zero? By the way, your firm went green. It's up at 35 cents already. My opinion on Palantir, buy it. By the way, my opinion on Palantir will never change. If you mention Palantir, I'll say buy it. At what price? Any price. I own it. Full disclosure. You say Palantir, I say buy it. Palantir, buy it. Palantir, buy it. What price? Any price. Doesn't matter. I'm never selling it, ever. So if you did go long the cues on that pivot, right? How you doing? If you're in TSEM, how you doing? TSEM, earnings reversal, blue line to the orange line. And now consolidate, you have the makings of the 1 minute multi-day VWAP reversal. Works every time. Why do I use Lightspeed? Because you can put in stops and offers separately from each other, and their order flow is the best. And they've only crashed twice since 2004. Customer service are a bunch of douchebags, but they answer the phone and they get things done. Actually, one guy was really nice. But a TSTM, my friends, not bad, and it still looks good. And there it goes. Oh man, over 24, over Macho Grande, 1 minute multi-day VWAP reversal. And here it is. 24s are trading. 2407s are trading. 05s are trading. 10s are trading. 7s are trading. Gets over Macho Grande, you're only 40 cents away from going green. 1 minute multi-day VWAP reversal. New highs. By the way, VXY, new lows. By the way, TSEM, you ain't got no alibi. 2414 traded, 05, 17, new highs. Yeah. You just paid for a cup of coffee, right? You guys still in this stock? Come on. I'll sell some here. 2410. Oh, hey, stop getting in my way. Who just jumped in my way? Jack off. By the way, where did I put my offer? 2412. Why? Because eighth of a point breaks the half, break a hole. And again, this is a typical stock. You know, you're not looking to make $3 on this one. 23.75, get you 24, 24 get you 24.12, pull back, pull for 24.25, 25 gets you 36, 36 gets you 50. And if you're trading options, obviously your only choice was either the 22.50s if they existed or the 23s. And yeah, trading blue line, orange line. Maybe I just named the book Blue Line, Orange Line. I mean, it kind of just sums up the whole thing. Like, ooh, just sold 11 shares at 24.10. Now I'm going to put an offer at 24.24. 24.24. Because I'm looking for this. I want to sell some at 24.24. So I put an offer out. Now, here's why Lightspeed's better than most. I have an offer out. Let's say I want to put a stop in too. I'm not really concerned about my stop because usually I use my finger. So if the stock was to break back under 23.71, I just hit the button. I'd rather not put a stop in if I'm sitting here, right? So, but on Lightspeed, I can put the offer out. And then if I choose, if I want to say, all right, oh, sold at 25. Wow. I got printed at 30. That never happens. How'd I get a better print? Oh, no, I sold 25. I'm sorry. But you see, now I'm out of the trade. I actually only had 111 shares left. I guess I put a all. I don't know why I sold that last 100. Should have 11 shares left over. I guess I just hit the wrong button. But you see how it has a decent spread? Had a 20-cent spread there for a second. TSPN. So if you're thinking about selling some at 24 and a quarter, you put your order out there before it gets there. So it's waiting for you to sell. So the reason that Lightspeed's the best platform is that if I have my offer out and now I want to put a stop in, I can. Other platforms make you cancel your offer and re-put it in with a contingency, like sell it here, stop here. This, you could do it on the fly. Everybody understands the market's going up now, right? You understand the short and the Qs is over. You understand the UBXY didn't go up while the market was selling off. That's why we knew it's eventually going to go back up. Market's never going down ever again until it does. And again, the way I know the bullishness of the bear, just go on YouTube. Go on YouTube, and when you Google market crash 2023, if you get 300 varieties of people saying it, we're good. That means the market's not going to go up. If you Google the market's the best or bull market, blah, 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 and you see everybody super bullish, that's usually when you want to start thinking about getting the hell out of the market, especially if Goldman Sachs says, anything super bullish after the fact. They're the best at it. But if you bought ESPN, none of that matters to you. Market never goes down, blah, blah, blah. Who gives a shit? You covered the cues at the long. Susanna, who's one of our new best traders, she was short. And then she said, hey, I'm going long. And I said, good. You're breaking back over the multi-day. And now she's long the cues. See, real traders know this. You can short for the first half an hour and then be long the next half an hour. And you can live 2 days all in one day. You shorted and you made money, and then you bought and you made money. Where? At prior day VWAP, range breaks. And again, this is real trading. Knowing that you can be on both sides of the trades. The idea of, hey, Kenny says the market's weak, let's stay short. That does not exist. You're always working the trade. You're always taking profits, and you're always in the back of your mind thinking, maybe there'll be a point where I get out of one side and actually join the other side. Voila, all in one day. And if you're still long TSDM, you should be, because there's no reason to get out of your entire stock at one price. Now, I sold it because I actually had 111 shares left over, and I accidentally just sold the last 111. wouldn't really make a difference if I had 111 shares right now anyway, because it's 111 shares means nothing. I trade for fun. So 1 minute, multi-day, VWAP, reversal. And I just bought it here. I was like, you know what? I might as well give it a shot. It's a multi-day VWAP break. And even though I was chasing, still worked. But because I'm not in from here, here, I have to use tighter stops and I have less risk tolerance, as they say in the industry. Risk tolerance. But the schmuck that I am should understand that the stock's only 15 cents away from going green. I should still be in it. But I was in late. I didn't have a lot. So I sold and I made my $103. I don't know why I'm talking like this. And you see, boring is good, right? Boring is good. Think about the other trades that you may or may not have been looking at. My scanner's spitting out this one stock that we trade all the time. You see it hitting new highs. You know it's been a good price to buy under 17, and it rhymes with Flivian. What does it rhyme with? Flivian? Yes. Take a wild guess at what stock I'm talking about. I'm an idiot. It rhymes with Flivian. Come here for a second. Does this smell like cocaine? Hmm. Yeah, should. All right. You're on your way to a multi-day, 1 minute, multi-day VWAP reversal in Tower Semiconductor. And you thought this would be a boring day. There you go, friends. It just keeps working. So the next time you're sitting there thinking, hey, is it too late to get to this trade? If it's breaking over the multi-day, it's not too late to get into this trade. Because if you bought it, there's another day's pay right in this move right here. Now let's talk about options, if you will. Kenny, I can only trade options. Well, wait, before we change subjects, let me reiterate, none of these trades are fast. They're slow, monotonous. They set themselves up. This trade took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 minutes to form. And you sat there for 9 minutes wondering, hey, is it going to break VWAP? Oh, is it going to break? Oh, oh, it's breaking. Push button. So I know I get some emails.
Kenny, I can't trade like you. You're too fast. You're insane. You make it seem so easy.
It is easy and it's not fast. Stocks that report earnings that go below the VWAP, that break the VWAP, is the setup. So you said, oh, I never heard of Tower Semiconductor. What is this? I don't know, but this guy on the interweb says to buy it. It breaks back over that blue line and use prior candlestick lows as your out if you're wrong. So your entry would have been here, and your prior candlestick lows would be your out. And if you'd like to know more, I'm doing a class next Saturday for $240,000. What? I should charge that, considering how much information I give away. But it's on a daily basis. I do this every day. It's the same day every day. Just don't sell your entire position at one price. Nobody should be putting on 27 trades, especially in the middle of the day. If you place a trade, no matter what part of the day it is, you should have multiple stops on all of your positions because nobody sells their entire position at one price. Nobody gets out of their entire position at one price. And you should never hold overnights. No need to hold overnights because
Right? Weren't we super, super bullish going over the weekend? Right? Everything was rocking. We rallied all day on Friday. Everything was pointed to a beautiful idea to hold it overnight on the QQQ, and you woke up and they were down too.
you don't need to hold overnights. You don't need to own stocks. Swing trading's for losers. For losers. I'm a loser. You're looking at the king of the losers right here. Why do you think I'm better at this now? Every other trade stinks. How do I know that? Because I've taken every other type of trade and I've lost money on every single one of them. That's why I'm as shocked as you are, everyone, that Rambus is over $60 right now. Trust me, I'm not patting myself on the back. I'm as shocked as everyone else. I own a stock that's been going up now for, well, it's still below where it was 6 months ago. So in fact, it's gone nowhere. But at least the dips are being bought, and we're not losing money like I usually do on every stock I've ever owned, ever. I can honestly say that. The only thing I've made money long term on is the Qs. But God damn it, I'm going to get this balance here at $30 one day. I'm going to be in it. All right, so we got some time to spend. I got a half an hour. You know the market's not going down. You know, obviously the down move is over. You're long the Qs now,
You said you would be careful with this. I thought you said.
but now you're not short the Qs, right? Listen to Susanna, right? She knows. How come she knows? And she knows, she knows, she knows. Oh. Anybody know that song? Because I love you if you do. But because Susanna knows, because she's here every day, she pays attention. She's like, oh, that's right. You can short at the beginning of the day. The market never goes down. Oh, blue line or orange line, you know, that's most of what you're going to get. Oh, it overshoots to the downside, traps the shorts, gets back over the multi-day. You can start buying stocks right now because that's where the shorts are going to start covering. And next thing you know, you got a stock that's gone all the way back to where it came from, and then some. There's rules. You follow them. Never get out of your entire position at one price. Always be prepared to take the other side of the position. You trade VWAP and price, and you do what the market's doing, not what you think. There's no gut instinct that comes into play every once in a while, but I don't care about how you feel. I don't care about what you think, right? The only thing know is that UVXY never got anything going on the upside. So you could not stay comfortable shorting a market that refuses to go down.
But it did go down.
I know it went down and you made the money. And then you took the money and then you realized that the market probably won't stay down and you could have joined the other side. Or maybe you didn't. Doesn't matter if you joined the other side. At least you knew enough to get the hell out of the short when it was time to get out. Just like TSCM long, going to be a time to get that out of the rest of that, just like anything else. There's a time limit. And that's why I'll choose day trading over anything else because I know that the day is the limit. I'm not holding overnights because nobody holds overnights and nobody holds options. And by the way, once again, I think we should all chip in and buy the Tim Sykes service because I'm going to ask you, I'm going to go, Tim, listen, I see the video that you make. You say you're buying options on a Friday for what's going to happen on a Monday. I got a deal for you. I'm going to buy your service, but you have to sign a paper that you're not going to try to sue me when I make a series of videos disproving your service. I'll buy two of your services, one for me and one just for a friend. But when it doesn't work, I'm going to make videos highlighting what I did on your recommendations. Here's why they don't work because buying options on a Friday, holding them over the weekend doesn't work because it doesn't work, and nobody should ever do it. I've been saying this for 20 years. Has this anybody not ever heard me say that before? I was wondering. Has anybody not heard me say that before? Is today the first time? Anybody heard me owning stocks sucks? Most stocks suck. Don't hold overnights, especially options. I'm ready to buy a service just to prove it doesn't work. He won't accept that deal.
He'll call the SEC police on me or the YouTube police. Hey, this guy's cyberbullying me, pointing out that the service that I sell doesn't work, even though it doesn't work and he's not lying. But I'm gonna report this guy.
So if he signs the paper, I want 100%. I want to be able to just go out there, take the service, prove it doesn't work, and then just highlight it on YouTube. So he won't sign. He'll send lawyers and try to shut me down or some shit. And I'm just using his name. There are other people with that same stupid idea. Jim Fink. I don't know who this guy is. If you read the fine print, 97% win rate since 2006 on closed positions. That's the hook. That's the scam right there. He on closed positions. Yeah, he's got a 97% win rate on positions that he's gotten out of. He just never closes all the losers that are all sitting in his account as he down $78 million on those positions. Oh yeah, those are doing fine. Just don't close it. Officially not a loser. You see, that's why once you learn how to trade, you will understand why it's very difficult for me to go through it. If I can't even make it a day without pointing out how awful this industry is. I can't. I try.
I mean, they're pretty negative. I'm not negative. I'm speaking the reality.
Realities of the market, realities of the services, realities of the fraud, and the reality that the market will never, ever, ever go down ever again in our lifetime. Ever. Go back. I'll show you where your stop is. If anybody's long the cues for some swing trading or investing, that's it. That's your generational low right there. You may never see it lower than that ever again in our lifetime. Because that's how bull markets begin. They get you out, and then everybody spends 2 to 3 years chasing, and then Kathy Wood becomes the fund manager, and she picks over a stock that's momentum, and she claims that she knows what they do, and everybody gets crushed. Because Kathy Wood is a hack. Kathy Wood is a bull market momentum cheerleader. And that's why her fund will never recover. And I believe that she needs to be excommunicated from the industry because she is a detriment to people's money. But that's all that's wrong with the industry. They put the wrong people on the pedestal. People like me, people like me, they're not going to let me talk at the symposium, right? And the ignorant person will be like, yeah, who are you? She runs a $6 billion. You live at home with your mom, which is true. I'm still a better trader than Kathy Wood. I bet you she wouldn't even try to outtrade me. And she's got the money to put up. I put up $1 million to face off with her in a trade-off for any extended period of time. I'll crush her. She's a hack. But I hate to break it to your friends. There's really not much more to do than just watch the market go up all day. And that's typical bull market. You make your 1 or 2 trades where the setup is there, and then you just stay long the cues because we're never going down. Kind of boring, right? Told you. Told you it's going to be boring. No, they're reporting this thing, right? Or no, they reported it already. Yeah, I'm not interested. I am interested in the U. I like the action on this stock. It's bottomed out. Looks good. Looks good. Stick with that one for the next couple of weeks. It's been trying. It's catching bids. Every pullback's being bought right now. It's a good one. So as we say on the website, what time green? What time green? What time green? 11? 11:15. What time green? Dow's almost red, green. S&P's got a dollar a point away. What time green? We're never going down ever again, ever. I hate it, and I really hate it now because my father is out of the market for the first time since 2003. He's in all treasury bills and some real estate investment trusts. For the first time, the, the Glicks are clueless. Cueless, I had to say. Oh, clueless, cueless, same thing. I did sell puts, you know, when this rally began, but I feel foolish now. I made 4 points. I should have made 40 points. I sold 319 puts for December for $5.12. I covered them at $1.12 and 98. But if I would have bought the calls, obviously a lot better. Oh, here you go. Here you go, Wong. Here you go, Wong. Actually, I don't mind this one. UPSD broke a whole number, so let's take a look. Umps. All right, you already got the bow in your show. You got the bro. You just pulled back 30 and held. Not interested. I'm interested if it pulls back to 71. Roblox, much more interesting. Ass cracking, VWAP breaking, range breaking, VWAP holding, range breaking, consolidation, new high, and you're on your way to going green. Still looks pretty good over the 38, over Macho Grande. You're looking for 38.17, get you 38.48. Not bad looking right there. So are my new friends confused? Don't you see how it's a different thing going on in this room now from maybe a couple of years ago? It's focus, it's discipline, it's niche, it's specific, it's money making, and that's all we do, right? So if you are just coming back after a couple of years, this is what we do. Very focused, very specific, very disciplined, all about price. There are no swing trades, there are no investments. I'm not even recommending stocks. These are all just absolute, just numbers and letters. I don't know anything about any of these companies. I couldn't tell you the difference between UPSD, U, or Tyson Foods, Life W, or TSCM, or Slick, whatever. Well, not Slick, Silk. Yeah, so let's show you. SILK. Immediately don't like it. You know why? It's up 18%. Don't care. But let's see it. Watch. Let's watch. That's how you can see chart. It's up. No. Nobody's buying. You want to buy. You see how it kind of broke out from 780, pulls back to 780, and maybe it flirts between 80 and 64, consolidates down there, and then breaks back out. Then it's a new trade, just like when I saw UPSD. I was like, ooh. And then I said, huh. But now look what it's doing. See, the guy that bought it up here, he's freaking out. He's going to sell it to me down here, and I'm going to laugh because then it's going to go right back to there, and then he's going to buy it back. He doesn't know what he's doing. I'm going to sell it to him or it or they. Want me to tell you about that conversation I had with somebody the other day? I don't know how it came up. Well, I actually like to be referred to as I forgot what it was, and I was like, "Yeah, I just took a big dump. You want to know more about it? Because I don't really give a shit about what the words you're saying right now. So you could just stop that conversation." Well, I know I didn't ask you. I didn't ask you. Now go get my sandwich. People feel the need to tell me their personal life. I just met you. I don't need to know that about you. Uh-oh. Now look, just showing you a couple examples here. Let's just say this is the stock. You say, "Oh, all right, I'm interested." Runs, pulls back, and you see the VWAP at 72, and you say to yourself, "Well, I could buy it at 80 with an 8-cent risk." And then you bought it at 27 $20.80, goes back to the 95. You can already start making a little money. How's your mom doing? Lady came into the house the other day. My dog is the cutest dog, always comes charging at you and wants to be pet, loves everybody that comes in the door. Lady said, "Does he bite?" I'm like, "Well, he's got teeth." She didn't like the joke. Oh. I'm like, "Does it look like he's a killer?" He's rolling over looking for you to pet his stomach. He's okay.
Does he bite?
Well, that's how he chooses food. He's got a lot of teeth in there. By the way, the only my dog attacks you if you don't pet him. He'll wait. Like, so if 6 people come into the house, he's got like OCD. He probably does or whatever. If 6 people come into the house, he goes to each and every person. Make sure that you acknowledge him, give him some love, and then he'll be like, "I'm I'm not leaving. I'm looking at you. Don't you see me right here? I'm not going anywhere. Acknowledge me." It's the best. Regard me. What movie was it? Oh, that was a wedding something. Regard me. Oh, pica. Proud pica. Regard me. Bull. Bull. By the way, if you haven't seen that movie, that was the last movie that guy, what's his name, Vaughn? I think his career is over now, right? Who's that guy? He was in every movie for about 20 years. What was that movie? Marriage, with like marriage counseling. They went to an island. It's pretty awesome. I don't know. What do you want to do now? It's almost 100. Vince Vaughn. Yeah, he's done. Couples Retreat. Thank you. If you haven't seen it, it's pretty good. Regard me. Boom. Yeah, he's just seemed to have, he's like fallen off the earth, right? Oh, my friend who regards himself as a movie critic says that killer movie's no good. I'm very disappointed. There's a movie on Netflix, The Killer, I think it is. And if you're looking for something to do this afternoon and you haven't seen it yet, my new favorite movie, Sisu. 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 Get into it. If you love killing Nazis as much as I do, it's like part 2 of Reservoir Dogs. Not Reservoir Dogs, in Inglorious Bastards. It's fantastic. All right, everybody. We all know where the market's going. Y'all have a great rest of the day. I'm going to head out. It's nice Seeing you this morning. Oh, The Outpost. No, but I did watch Guy Ritchie's The Covenant. I thought I saw that movie. Actually, I never seen it. It's pretty good. Wait a second. I just realized I didn't finish the movie. That's right. I have like 20 minutes left. Oh my God. I'm going to go watch that on the train ride or bus ride. I am going to the city to hang out with the Benzinga people to talk about how all their new scanners are being sold and how I have to be more a part of the FinTwit universe. And I say to that, no, I really don't. I'm a man of the people. Diamond's green. Q's about to be green. Oh, Susanna, the one who bought the lows. Now the market's back to the highs, and she gets right. All right. Actually, I am going. Farewell, my friend. And you're right. I'm going for the free food and drinks. I'm going to hang with my boys from Trade Zero. And there's a couple of guys that have a platform. I wanted to check it out. I wanted to check out their demo. Super Bowl. Well, I can't get you into the Super Bowl. We could go out for drinks. Oh, Susanna. All right, be careful out there. Seriously, please don't stay short a market that ridiculously does not want to go down ever again. We had our fun. We had our way with it, and now you gotta let her free. Have a great day, everybody. Tyson Foods, TSDM, Q short, Q's long. We did it again. In the immortal words of the guy who created the greatest career for himself, another one. DJ VWAP, another one. Because when I grow up, I want to be DJ. I don't know what his name is. Khalid. Still trying to figure out how to get that job. Just yell my name on other people's records and make $1 billion. Another one. DJ VWAP. All right. Oh, by the way, TSEM. You have now achieved greatness. It is officially at a high today. So if you haven't sold any yet, please do so. And keep your stop. You can raise your stop to the quarter now and the 24. And let's just say it 1 minute multi day VWAP reversal for the win again. 371, sorry, 372 now out of 373 this year have worked. Okay. Y'all have a great day. That's all we have to do today. Day's over. And have a nice rest of the week. And see you tomorrow morning because this is basically all we do. See ya.